Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order, please. Agenda item 2.1. Adoption of the agenda for the August 14, 2018 regular meeting of council. Motion, please. Salt and Reimer. And are there any amendments or additions? No? Hearing none. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 3.1. Adoption of the minutes of the previous regular council meeting. Motion, please. Reimer and Torgerson. Are there any errors or omissions? Hearing none. All in favor? Carried. And is there anything that council wishes to bring forward from the reading file? Yes, Councillor Torgerson.
Your Worship, I would like to pull out the letter from Mr. Hook.
Okay.
I sincerely want to thank him for taking the time to write council regarding the sale of Hook Hardware. And to extend his thanks from myself personally for his contributions to the village in the decades of being in business. And I just wish him the very best for whatever his future endeavors may be. And then I'd also like to extend and congratulate the Vanderwilks on their move from Carriage Drive to the downtown area. Well done.
Thank you. So you're making that motion?
Just want to be on record that thanks is being conveyed.
I think in order to convey the thanks, they're not here. It's important to just write them a note or a letter.
Sure,
yeah,
you can do that.
Okay, so moved by Councillor Torgerson that the individuals whom he mentioned will be given a letter of thanks and congratulations for the newcomer. Seconder, Councillor Reimer. Okay. Any further discussion on this? Yes, Councillor Salt.
And our apologies about it being just an oversight. Some of us weren't aware of the transaction until afterwards. So, you know, yes. Again, congratulations. I was quite pleased to hear about the sale, and I definitely concur with Councillor Torgerson.
Thank you very much. Okay, so no further discussion. All in favor? Carried. And if there's nothing further from the reading file, we'll go on to agenda item 8.1. Columbia Basin Trust Initiatives Program. And motion, please, that this report from Mr. Giselberti be received. Salt and Torgerson. Is there any discussion, any comments? I'm sure Councillor Torgerson.
Thank you to the Columbia Basin Trust Community Initiatives Program.
Yes. Yes. Over $3 million to date. Yes. So it's good information, and going back, you know, 1998 community forest study. And then the province stopped giving out licenses for community forests. But we were ready when they opened it up again. All right. I would like a motion, please, to receive. Do I have one? Okay, Salt and Torgerson. Okay, good. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.2, development permit application, 1160 Fifth Avenue. Recommendation that staff be directed to prepare development permit 0718 for the continued use of a second accessory building on parcel A, being a consolidation of lots 3 and 4, District Lot 9, 778, Caribou District Plan, PGP 35390, and to notify the public of council's intention to issue the permit. Motion, please. Salt and Reimer. Is there any discussion? Questions? Councillor Reimer?
There hasn't been any negative feedback over there?
I'm not aware of any.
Good.
Okay. Okay. All in favor then? Carried.
Okay.
Agenda item 8.3, zoning bylaw amendment application to the regional district of Fraser Fort George for tourist accommodations. And the recommendation is that the regional district of Fraser Fort George referral be received. Okay, Reimer and Salt. Is there any discussion? Councillor Salt.
not any concerns per se so much about the particular application and what their intent is. It is a small parcel, so I'm not too concerned about, we are taking land away from the ALR, but it is a very good cause for this project. My concerns are also, though, that hopefully this proponent is aware of the fact that the Village of Valemount has been undertaking a boundary extension study regarding the proposed Valemount Glacier Destination Resort, and that they are aware of that, and that, one of the scenarios may impact them. I'm not sure. We'll have to follow up with staff to see if that was included in the study or not. And also my concern, just too, that hopefully they are aware of their proximity to our airport and our plans for expanding our airport. We have had another landowner nearby that has issued concerns about our proposed expansion, and so I'm hoping that this applicant is also aware of our plans, and before they undertake any construction or anything, and then down the road decide that they're not happy with that. So I hope they're fully aware of everything that the village is intending.
That's right, but the property does belong, the airport does belong to the Village of Valemount, and I can always check later this week to see if the regional district staff apprised this applicant. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I would like to know if they are aware, if that applicant is aware of those matters.
The regional district staff is pretty thorough.
Yeah.
Yes, they don't miss anything.
And because our airport is in the regional district, we own it, I would think that they would have informed them. I just would like to make sure that the applicant is fully aware of.
I think Councillor Salt is just wanting to avoid buyer's remorse.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's up to the regional district staff to apprise them accordingly. Okay.
But as far as the village directly, we have no concerns.
No, we don't. Okay. So if there's no further discussion, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.4, MIA insurance coverage for contract interim CAO. Recommendation that this report be received. Motion, please. Councillors Torgerson and Reimer. And if there's no discussion under receipt, all in favor? Carried. Item 2, that Mr. Fleming be added to the MIA insurance policy for the following dates: July 25, 2018 to January 12, 2021. Motion, please. Reimer and Salt. Is there any discussion or questions? Council understands that, all employees are covered? Okay. It's just contract employees. So if there's no discussion on this, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.5. The municipal paving request for quotations. Recommendation that this report be received. Okay, Salt and Torgerson. Any discussion under receipt? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. And 2, that staff be directed to negotiate a contract with Dawson Construction for municipal paving. What is council's wish? Okay, Councillor Torgerson and Councillor Salt moved, and any discussion? Yes, Councillor.
As far as the negotiations and the keeping the budget on track, just have to ensure that, please, that we just don't get locked into a $230,000 contract over 2 years, whereas we just might not have the budget next year. Just so that this year's budget is consumed, and that would be that.
Okay. If there is no further questions, that's clear? Okay. If there's no further discussion, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.6, Canoe Mountain Developments, street naming request. Recommendation is that the new streets created by Phase 2 of Canoe Mountain Development subdivision at 1805 Dogwood Street, Lot A, District Lot 7355, Caribou District Plan EPP 61378, except part in Plan EPP 66975 and PID 029823-510 be named 18th Avenue for the east-west through road and Rumpf Place for the north-south cul-de-sac. What is council's wish? Moved by Councillor Salt, seconded by Councillor Reimer. Is there any discussion? Questions? Oh, hearing none, all in favor? Carried. 8.7, airport lighting, request for quotations. Recommendation 1, that this report be received. And it's Councillor Torgerson and Salt. Any discussion under receipt? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. 2, that staff be directed to negotiate a contract with Signal Electric Limited for the installation of the municipal airport lighting. Motion, please. Reimer and Salt. Any discussion? Yes, Councillor Torgerson.
Just another huge thanks to the BC Air Access granting program that could make this project possible.
Yes, and we will be thanking Minister Trevina personally when we see her at UBCM. Okay? Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.8. July 2018 accounts payable report. Move that the report be accepted, please. Salt and Torgerson. Is there any discussion? Any questions? Okay, hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.9 for permissive tax exemption policy. The recommendation is that the following nonprofit organizations in 2019 are granted a permissive tax exemption as per 2018 rates. But there is, let me see. Or that the following nonprofit organizations in 2019 are granted a permissive tax exemption with new rates as determined by council. What is council's wish? Councillor Salt.
For discussion, Your Worship?
Yes. I'll take a motion for discussion. Councillors Salt and Torgerson. Okay, and it's open for discussion. Yes, Councillor Reimer.
It'd almost be easier if the first 4 were under 1, and then the rate determination would be a second issue.
Okay. And there was discussion with respect to the 5th one that the incorporation isn't even a year yet. So, yes, Councillor Salt.
I also have further questions about some of the other applications. So if this isn't a timely decision needing to be made tonight, I would prefer to defer to the next council meeting to get a better understanding of one. I know that we're seeing that there are some taxes in arrears for the curling club.
Yes.
All the way back to 2016 when we've granted exemptions in the past. There have been changes with the Lions Club, so I'm feeling some uncertainty as to exactly what is happening within that operation and another nonprofit that they've been renting to. So I'd like a better clarification on just exactly what their operations currently are or plan to be. So I'm not comfortable with deciding on rates for any of these tonight, and if we could find out some more information and defer to the next meeting, that's my personal opinion, but I'll let the rest of council speak on it.
Any further comment from council? Okay, Councillor Reimer.
Just wondering if we could also get some guidance from staff as far as any precedents for affordable housing societies being given a grant
For a tax exemption.
For a tax exemption anywhere else.
Yes. It's not a charitable foundation.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Councillor Torgerson.
Yeah, and expanding on Councillor Reimer's comments, I'm wondering if ours is comparable to the old senior housing and the new senior housing, and are they being treated as an affordable housing project? and in this case, has precedence already been set? I mean, I wish to have affordable housing in the future, just wanting to make sure if precedence has been set already.
Okay. So if there's no further discussion under receipt of this for discussion, I'll take a vote on that, and then I would entertain a motion for deferral. Okay? So if there's no further discussion, all in favor?
Of discussion?
Of just the discussion period, yes, carried. And I'll take a motion now for deferral in order to obtain further information. Okay, moved by Councillor Salt and seconded by Councillor Torgerson that this agenda item be deferred until the next council meeting in order for council to be apprised of more information regarding these institutions. Okay? Any discussion on this?
Does Ms. Shepherd need explanation as to what further information, or can council relate to staff?
Please go ahead.
So I would like
specifically what you're interested in.
Clarification for the Curling Club, being the taxes that are delinquent, arrears, and current. Does this mean they will be going up for a tax sale this September, or will that be next year if these are not paid by this year? Because that will have a huge impact.
That's right.
The Lions Club, I would like clarification on their current operations as far as contributions to the community. Are they still doing catering services when they have been renting that space out? Do they still rent it to other groups for parties, anniversaries, etc.? And I'm very supportive of affordable housing, absolutely, but I absolutely agree with Councillor Torgerson. I'd like to know if there has been a precedent set with the seniors housing, because that could have for sure an impact on how this could affect this society as well.
Okay.
Does that work, Ms. Shepherd?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's coming.
Peter?
Any further discussion? No? Okay, all in favor? Carried. And 2018 quarterly budget report, agenda item 8.10, that the 2008 quarterly budget report be received and accepted. Motion please, Reimer and Torgerson. Is there any discussion, comments? Yes, Councillor.
Which one?
Go ahead.
Very pleased to see that we are overall on target with no major concerns.
Yes, of course, yes.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry, I beat you to it.
No, that's always good to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And very comfortable. Okay, so if there's no, yes, Councillor Reimer. No, nothing? All in favor then? Carried. Okay, 10.1, council reports. We'll start with Councillor Torgerson. Yeah.
Not a whole lot to report, Your Worship. Yesterday, I did dishes at the Legion while our MLA Bond was here in town to give updates on what the official opposition is up to. And later that day, I joined Councillor Reimer at a Valemount Community Forest Board meeting. And this afternoon, I chaired the Tourism Valemount meeting.
Thank you. You have that? Okay. Councillor Salt.
Very happy to say I was actually able to enjoy some summer time and have a little bit of a vacation and have a breather and play in my yard, even though it's been smoky, but that was very nice. But I did attend the breakfast with Bond, our MLA Shirley Bond, yesterday morning, and it was nice to see a good turnout and to hear an update on, like you said, what the opposition have been up to. So, and I'm with you tonight.
Thank you. Councillor Reimer.
On the 26th of July, I was able to take part in the visioning session for Valemount Entertainment Society, which was actually quite interesting and, you know, forward-thinking and very applicable to other areas of our lives and and that, so it was being chaired and run by Rashmi Narayan, actually, and she did an excellent job of leading that session. And there was also good food there. I snuck out of town for a little bit of environmental research.
Sorry.
There is smoke all over the province, by the way. That is true, even out in the ocean. And yesterday, breakfast with our wonderful MLA. And then I did join Councillor Torgerson in the afternoon at Valemount Community Forest meeting, and was able to get in the last little bit of a special Valemount Entertainment Society meeting after that meeting.
Okay.
And that's my report.
Thank you. I was away for a while, and I want to thank Councillor Torgerson for chairing the meeting, the previous council meeting, and while I was in Washington, and that was quite an experience that I can relay a few incidents after the meeting to council. And August the 9th, I had a local government committee meeting with respect to the Columbia River Treaty Committee. Just the Columbia River Treaty negotiations. And yesterday, of course, was the breakfast with our very fine MLA, Shirley Bond. And it was good to hear what is happening in Victoria and what isn't happening in Victoria. So that's my report. But thank you again, Councillor Torgerson.
My privilege.
I read the minutes and I saw that 7:25, keeping...
It was very efficient.
Yes, it certainly was. Okay, so thank you. Okay, and motion please that the reports, the verbal reports provided by Mayor Townsend and Councillors Reimer, Salt and Torgerson be received. Okay, so Reimer and Salt. Any questions, Council, of each other? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 12.1, recommendation that the project file tracker be received. Okay, Torgerson and Reimer. Is there any comment or discussion on any of them? No, hearing none, all in favor of receipt? Carried. 13.1, we have a calendar of events for August and September, but there is no motion required. And agenda item 14.1, public comments on items considered by council as part of the approved agenda. So are there any public comments? Okay. Hearing none, we'll take agenda item 15.1, notice to proceed to an in-camera meeting. Recommendation that council proceed to an in-camera council meeting for consideration of 2 items per section 91K of the community charter to discuss matters related to negotiations and related discussions respecting the proposed provision of a municipal service that are at their preliminary stages, and that in view of the council could reasonably be expected to harm the interests of the municipality if they were held in public. Motion please. Okay, Salt and Torgerson. All in favor? Carried. Okay. Wow. Not bad, council. Not bad. Yeah.